conceded a single one. The last time they did that was qualifying for Italia 90. Shilton, Stevens, Butcher, Walker, Pearce, the mainstays of that defensive unit. England going to the World Cup with that record. Let's hear from Harry Kane then with Gabriel Clark.
Harry, a perfect qualifying campaign. Was that as satisfying as any win of the 8?
I think so. I think it was a really tough game. Probably one of the toughest games we've had in the group, and we had to be patient. We had to grind them down. They're defensively really solid, and we've done that, and we ended up with a 2-0 win, another clean sheet. We can be really happy. You
talked about set pieces before the games, the sort of NFL playbook. Had you practiced that one?
Yeah, so we kind of changed it. First half we went in a different outswing, and then when B come on, we know how good he is at hitting that kind of front post zone, and we kind of went to the front post. Got a little bit lucky with the flick on, but thankfully I was there to put it away.
The managers talked about these impact players, and this evening it's Saka and it's Rashford.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, if you're going to go far in any tournament, you need a whole squad. You need the players who don't start to come off the bench and make an impact. That's what football's about. It's not just the 11 that play. So we're going to need everyone, and the guys who come on today made a big difference.
And everyone buying into that.
Absolutely, and they are. I think we've set the standard now, especially in the last few camps, and we carried it on into this camp. And it's an important win. You don't want to finish with a loss on the end of the year and then have to wait until March to play again. We can go away and enjoy this now.
So how do you rate you had a lot to compare this to. How do you rate the quality of this squad against better opposition, obviously, when you go to that World Cup?
I think it's as good as we've ever had. I think when you look at the starting 11, you look at the players coming off the bench, we're going to go into the tournament as one of the favourites. We have to accept that. We've been like that now for the last few tournaments, and that's part and parcel of it. So we've been building. We've had a great year together with the new coach, and now we look forward to obviously a big 2026.
Thank you, Harry. Well done.
Thank you.
Just a few stats. I'm aware too many, it's like a blizzard of numbers, but it's just worth thinking about. Harry Kane, for England, 78 goals in 112 games. For Bayern Munich, 108 goals in 113 games. So that's a goal a game. This season alone, for Bayern Munich, 23 goals in 17 games. If he's better, you tell us, is he better than when he played in England? And if he is better, why and how is he better?
He's a great goal scorer, and we saw that when he was at England. I don't want to cast any aspersions on the quality of the German league. But Harry, at this stage of his career, maybe he's playing smart. He's getting a lot more opportunities and chances. He's taking more chances because of how prolific he is. But you just have to say he's just a supreme goal scorer. And if you make chances, he's going to take them, and that's what we're seeing in Bayern. And for England, they're putting the ball in areas where he can do his best work, and that's what he's doing.
Yeah, amazing striker. His stats are fantastic. And he's playing for the best team in Germany, one of the best teams in Europe, so obviously he will be getting more chances. Maybe the intensity in Germany.
In the warm-up training, shooting, he's either saving it or he's scoring. He doesn't miss the target. That's got to say something for the chances that he gets and the chances that he takes. He doesn't waste anything. And that's why he can be so prolific, because the chances come and he's so clinical.
Does he have more of an aura and even more confidence, do you think, having moved to Germany?
Probably, because he's gone to a massive club. They're challenging for all the top prizes, especially in Europe as well. So it's not like he doesn't score in the Champions League. He scores in every game he plays. And people like Rashford can come on and knows, I'm going to put this in, because he'll be in and around it and he'll finish that.
And the players before the game, Rice and Stones, were speaking about him, and you could see the respect they have. And again, sometimes you don't know how good a player really is until you're working with him closely. And they were saying basically how brilliant he is. He's got the presence about him, his quality in training, obviously his finishing. And again, we watch him closely when in the warm-up of games, and everything he seems to do is with quality and a great mentality.
That's what the players, when you hear players, when the players who get their first squads and that, when they say, who's you impressed with? They said, Harry Kane.
They're the ones to judge, Wright. You're right. It's the players, it's the respect you get from your teammates and the players you're up against. When they speak that highly of you, then obviously it's a good...
And what's it like when you're a player and you're thinking, even if we're not playing very well, and it was a bit flat for, say, an hour there, even if we're not playing very well, and obviously I'm thinking about the World Cup next year, if he's fit, we've got every chance. If it's 0-0, it doesn't matter in a way if we haven't played very well. We have got every chance.
And that's great when he's one of your teammates, but also the opposition will know that.
Yeah, they will know that.
The opposition will think today we've done well for 60, 65, 70 minutes, but it'll just be half a chance and he'll punish you. and he did. The second ball, obviously brilliant by Rashford, pure quality. But even the first goal, the anticipation, been on the move, one-touch finish, lovely.
You know, it's no coincidence that he's having arguably the best season of his career, going into a World Cup year where obviously the last World Cup with that penalty miss is something that he'll want to eradicate from his
memory bank.
His memory bank, yeah. And he's somebody that looks like he's full steam ahead to get back there and put that right. So fingers crossed that can all work out for him. He has an injury-free season, goes to the World Cup.
And the winter break, which they have in the Bundesliga, I think will be really good. I mean, Thomas Tuchel's already at being Germany, he knows that. 2 or 3 weeks off, just in the middle of the season.
And that's just not the physical side of the game. Obviously, that's the mental side of it. So when he does get to the summer, he's at that little break. The break is mentally as good as anything physically.
Is there any way you can compare him to the strikers you played with or against? Obviously, you're a striker yourself. Is there anybody where you think he is as good a goal scorer as I've seen since ... or he is right up there
he's up there with all of them.
With all of them.
Absolutely,
has to be.
No question.
Because we look at football, you talk about stats, but you can't, the stats you've just spoke about there 4 or 5 minutes ago, then that's it.
You put him up there with anyone.
Anyone, yeah.
No, so I didn't say is he better than any of them.
No, of course. You know,
well, that's a generational comparison, which is so hard.
But you know what he's doing at the moment, and you know it's high praise. But like when Ronaldo and Messi were on that tear, they're scoring more goals and games ratio. You know, this is the level because they're so clinical in what they're doing. That's what he is.
Do you know what I think? Watching as a punter, which is all I am really, it's almost a non-event when he scores. Because I'm so expecting it. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Just expect him to score.
Do you know what? I'm more surprised he missed a chance to get a hat-trick.
Yes.
Yeah. So he scored
when
a 2.
He was shifting onto his left.
Just thought he's definitely going to score that. I'm surprised he took it back on his left. So that'll be the thing I'm remembering, not 2 goals he scored, because he sets high standards.
Yeah. Wrap him in every bit of cotton wool England have got, especially as we've said over 5.5 weeks if they go all the way. Right, we'll take a break. We hope to hear from Thomas Tuchel in... It's not too early to get in the mood, is it? Our eyes firmly on the World Cup now. England, one of 31 teams guaranteed to be in North America next summer. Scotland have a huge date with Denmark on Tuesday. If they win, the Scots qualify. Wales, Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland still have a chance of being there as well. You can watch the draw with us December the 5th live on ITVX at 5 o'clock. Time for more reaction from Tirana. Here's Thomas Tuchel with Gabriel Clark.
Thomas, well done. In the 8 wins out of 8, is that as satisfying as any of them?
Yes. Nice match. I love it. Serbia was difficult. Today was difficult. Got emotional. We were full in control, then suddenly lost a bit of control. But to overcome some difficult moments and to overcome an atmosphere like this and open the match with a set-piece goal, so much good stuff in it, and then have quality to finish the game out. Brilliant. Everyone is happy and they deserve.
You talked about one of your principles being grab the opportunity to win, don't have the fear to lose. Did that play out a bit today? I think not. I could feel that we are invested. I could also feel that it's difficult to break them down and that it needs maybe this one little moment, be a set piece or a magical moment in the match to open this match for us, to gain a little bit in confidence and get into their heads. So we had to wait, but I think non-stop. And we wanted also to give the signals from the bench with offensive changes that we're here to win and that we keep on pushing. Tonight's bomb squad are Saka and Rashford.
Yeah, good, no? Good. No. We have a very strong squad and everyone who starts deserves, but to influence games from the bench is a privilege and guys are fantastic.
When that second goal was scored, I saw Jude Bellingham look over. I think he's seen Morgan Rogers on the touchline. Jude looked frustrated.
Yeah, he didn't like it. But no one likes it, but that's how it is. And Morgan didn't like it to be out and didn't also not even deserve to be out. So it was the decision. Jude was also on a yellow card and made the decision before the second goal, and decision stands.
How did Adam Wharton do?
Good. Not easy, because we tried a little bit different in the build-up. We tried
John Stones.
We tried with John Stones, and then in the second half we reversed a little bit and played a 4-1, a 4-3-3. So he was alone, sometimes a little bit exposed. It's not his fault. We were a bit open and were in like little moments of 10 minutes here and 5 minutes there, a bit sloppy in passing and had ball losses. But overall, he did well. I have to say I'm very impressed by our debutant, Chirel Kwanzaa. His first cap, he played like he had 50 already. So well done to everyone, all the young guys. I mean, Nico Riley played again a fantastic match. So the young guys are good and determined, want to show.
Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate you coming out.
Well, there's a man who probably wants to fast forward to June already. When I compare his body language we do with what we saw, let's say, go back to the City Ground in Senegal in June, where we're thinking, wonder what's happening here. A few months later, he's full of it, isn't he? And he knows he's got a really good squad there together.
Exactly why he could feel like that. But what we're starting to see, you know, him and how he is and how he feels. He's got, like I say, he's got no compunction in telling you exactly what he's feeling. You know, talking about Jude coming. Of course, Jude's unhappy coming off, just like he said, Morgan Rogers is unhappy to not still be in the team. Like you said, right, it's about getting the whole squad right to go into a tournament where you are together going into it.
I think that setback at the end of last season would have been good for him. Yeah. I think he would have learned a lot about the group there and different personalities, reactions to playing at the end of the season, reaction from players who may be on the bench and coming on the Senegal game. Attitudes probably weren't great on the night, and I think he picked up a few things there from players that he wasn't happy with.
Yeah.
But much as we talk about the strength and depth, certainly up front, we saw at the end of that game Rashford, Kane, Saka, Bellingham. Rashford and Saka set up goals. Bellingham was outstanding. I don't think it's too much of a stretch to say that at the moment, probably the front four, isn't it?
Yeah,
there's a long way to go, obviously, but bearing in mind what we've seen.
Yeah, you'd have to say probably, yeah, that would be the first front four if you could pick that four, you pick them. The fact is that was a difficult game. So even for Adam Wharton, for Kwanzaa, you know, even for Jared Bowen, you know, for all of them, for Jude Bellingham, with a lot of attention on him at the moment. It's a tough game because I thought Albania made it quite tough. So you have to try to do things, and you're going to lose the ball, you know. And so you have to play how you believe you should be playing, and that's what I like with Jude. He will continue.
He was demanding the ball there, wasn't he? Roy would have liked that.
Yes, he will. He'll continue to do that, and that's what you need because Roy will always say, you have to be brave. And it's in games like this you have to be brave to try and do things like that because you can't get that without sometimes getting the misplaced pass or the pass where he's overrun it or he's held on to the ball too long. And we have to forgive players for that, with this kind of pressure, what they're under, to try and get into a team, to try and get into a squad to get to the World Cup.
Yeah, and you can't take it for granted. Again, sometimes we look to nitpick up players here. We're surprised he missed that chance there. But we see some of the passes he'd done there earlier. Not many players can do that. And he's got a bit of bravery. He's not afraid to miss. And again, quality player. And come the crunch, especially come the World Cup, it's about peaking at the right time. And these top lads will know when to turn up. And I'd be really surprised if he's not in that starting 11 come the summer.
I'm just thinking 4 months till the next friendlies, which is in March. From Tuchel's point of view, he probably thinks, A, everyone stay fit. B, Cole Palmer make life even more difficult for me.
Well, he could if he's fit because we know what he's capable as well. You know what I mean? If Cole Palmer's fit, we want him in and around it, so he's got a problem in trying to get him in there.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much indeed. Good luck to the Republic of Ireland. Hope they get a good draw. And Northern Ireland, Wales and Scotland, of course, on Tuesday too. One last reminder, you can see England's under-17s in